It's hard crowd, so
That's okay.
wake us up. Get us going. It's Monday.
That's okay. Well, I want to thank you all for coming again on behalf of my sister and Ron and both of our families. I would like to thank you all for coming to the wedding again. And I'm up here because I want to tell you guys a little bit about my sister, Liz. So Liz and I go back about 20 years, 8 months, and 3 days. Exactly. And to me, that's a long time, mostly because that's my whole lifetime. But for as long as I can remember, Liz and I have been exactly the same in a lot of ways, and we look almost exactly the same. We sound the same, we dress, we act a lot the same. And I know that most of you guys know what I'm talking about because almost every single one of you out there at some point has confused me for my sister or vice versa, which I don't mind because I think that she's gorgeous, but I think that she doesn't like it very much because there's such a 5-year gap, and she doesn't really like being confused for a 20-year-old girl. Who can blame her? But so some ways that I have taken advantage of sounding like my sister is growing up. At home, Liz and I have a separate phone line connecting to our 2 bedrooms. And on occasion, I am lucky enough to answer the phone when Ron's calling. And Ron can't tell the difference. So, you know, it's like, hello, hey, Liz, how's it going? And I'm like, hey, babe, how's your day? And the conversation will go on for minutes, like 4 or 5 minutes until it's escalated to something so ridiculous that I'm laughing and Ron's like, what? This isn't Liz. And so as the younger sister, I've always felt that it has been my duty to do annoying things like that. And another way that Liz and I are really similar is that we dress the same. And it's always been like I have a second wardrobe that I just happen to keep in my sister's closet, which can be frustrating sometimes, but awesome. And so I tell you guys these things, and I can see that you guys are like, this is a pretty ordinary speech. This is something that almost all siblings have in common. They act the same. They think, and you know what? I would say that this speech isn't for you guys. This is for my sister, and to Liz and to me. These memories are what our relationship and our friendship has been built on. And Liz, you are my best friend, and I love you, and I'm so glad to be here, being able to address you on the most important day of your life. And I hope that when it's time for me to get married, I can look as absolutely beautiful and breathtaking as you do. And I just want you to know, I vow now to always pray that you would know how loved and how blessed you are by God, and that you would always strive to honor God with your marriage and with your relationship with Ron. And so I want to finish with a verse from Colossians, chapter 1, verses 9 through 12. Since the day we heard about you, we've not stopped praying for you and asking God to fill you with the knowledge of His will, through all spiritual wisdom and understanding. And we pray this in order that you may live a life worthy of the Lord and may please Him in every way, bearing fruit in every good work, growing in the knowledge of God, being strengthened with all power according to His glorious might, so you may have great endurance and patience, and joyfully giving thanks to the Father.